So this should be very simple. Be quiet for a second. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear whatever dumb shit you're about to say. Just say I'm voting. I'm voting for a man. Just say this. Hey, buddy. Just say I'm voting for a man who is found liable for sexual abuse. I'm voting for a sexual abuser. If you're, it should be very easy. Just say it out loud. Say
You're on record.
Say Just say it. It should be simple. If you don't, if it's not a big deal.
Hold on, I'll say it. When you say
no. Jeff,
and y'all don't have a problem with
Jeff, these are
y'all just gonna let this slide.
Jeff,
you'll just be quiet. I'll cook you real hard.
No, y'all don't have a problem with this. Y'all just gonna let this slide.
Give me a second and I'll cook
Y'all just gonna let it. Jeff, these are, I know that this is like one giant game where you get up here and you're like, oh, this is fun. These are human fucking lives at stake. Can I finish? These are human lives at stake. These are human lives at stake, and the leading Republican nominee brags about sexual abuse and gets away with it, which affects a lot of people's lives. Dudes feel empowered to go out and touch women any type of way because Donald Trump, for example, can get away with it. So I know you think this is one stupid fucking game, but it's very simple. Just say, I'm whatever the fuck your name is, Jeff, and I'm voting for someone who is found liable for sexual abuse. Just say it. It should be easy.
And your president showered with his daughter and touched her.
Except that's not true.
Except that's not true. Diversion time.
It's not true. It's not true.
Yep. So she already said that wasn't true, and the page you're referring to doesn't show up with any other pages of the leaked diary. And I guarantee you couldn't find that picture of the page you're referring to without a circle around it. Sometimes the actual page number itself changes. There's an original leak of the diary that's like 140 pages long. You can go read it. Nowhere in that does it show that page. And Ashley Biden herself said that that page is fake and it's disgusting. If you have any other proof that didn't come from 4chan, I'd like to hear it. Now, I know hey, buddy, excuse me. I know you scroll the like Republican subreddit all day and just get a single talking point. And it makes your dick hard because you're so insecure. It reeks off of you. But if you could say anything of substance up here, it'd be really nice because you're top 5 most annoying dudes I've talked to on live. I was live earlier for like 5 hours. I talked to some annoying people, but I mean, you just reek of emotional. I'm really curious what your age is because as a 22-year-old, I feel like I have a little bit more common sense than you.
If you'll give me 30 words for every 200 words you spout, we'll be good.
If you give me go ahead, bro. I just don't like people who accept like sexual abuse. Makes me mad.
Okay. So what about the quote from Biden where he says that
you didn't engage what we said.
Okay, will you let me talk? Do I get to talk or not?
But you actually have to engage with his argument.
See, you're scared of people who come up here and have actual facts.
All right, go ahead.
Buddy, I can assure you that
just
nobody's scared of you except the girl you just sat next to in the bar, buddy, all right? You got to get out of her face. She doesn't want to drink, dude. You already offered. She doesn't want to drink. Go ahead, buddy.
I have no problem in that area whatsoever.
Look at the insecurity. That is so fun, dude. That is so good. That is like literally Donald Trump. That is the most insecure fucking statement I've ever heard in my life. Guys, I swear I have no problem getting girls. Guys, I swear I've had sex before. Guys, I swear to God. Bro, please don't do this to yourself, man. I actually feel bad for you. Like, I feel bad because I know you're hurting. Like, I don't want to be a dick to you, but please just go, like, get therapy or something. You
say dude more times than my 16-year-old.
You have a 16-year-old, and this is...
no.
So,
I know I look young,
God.
right?
No, it wasn't referring to your age. It was referring to like the way you're speaking up here and the fact that you have a child.
Oh, that I'm cooking you and I'm getting like a
Wait. How many kids do you have, Jeff?
I have 3.
Yeah, any of them girls?
Yeah, sure.
If Trump assaulted one of your daughters, would you still vote for him?
What kind of stupid question is that? If Biden wanted my daughters
to... Wait, it's a yes or no question. It's a yes or no question.
It's a yes or no question.
You don't let me talk.
Because we asked you a question, Jeff. You're not answering it.
Don't let anyone up here talk that
Jeff, what's the answer? I'll let you answer and you can elaborate on it. Go for it.
That's a stupid question. Anyone that assaults my daughter would have serious issues.
Okay, but so just to be clear here, you wouldn't vote for Donald Trump who assaulted your daughter. But if Donald Trump assaults another person, then it's okay.
He hasn't assaulted anyone's daughter.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was actually found liable for assaulting a woman in court.
Dude, if you really want to go through that court case, I mean,
I can rip
that thing to shred. I mean,
let's do it.
Oh my gosh! So
what evidence do you take objection to?
Hers.
Okay, go elaborate. What evidence?
Hers. Like 70% of her testimony.
Okay, like what exactly?
Like the length of time that the place she couldn't even get a date within like 6 to 9 months. Are you kidding me? That's an insult to every woman out there. If an essay happens to a woman, they're going to remember that.
That's objectively false. Like, actually, that your
okay,
brain.
let's hear from women. That's an insult to women's intelligence. What you're doing is insulting women.
It has nothing to do with women's intelligence. It has to do with it has to do with your brain.
You're crazy.
Blocking out certain details of your assault to Wait, I'm not done yet because this is an important topic. It has nothing to do with intelligence. Like, it has everything to do with your brain blocking out certain details to prevent you from experiencing the trauma over and over again that you got from being assaulted.
Yeah, and also,
I believe it's called dissociative amnesia. Your brain will block out certain aspects of a traumatic event to protect you in the future. It's actually a psychological phenomena. You aren't familiar. But also, just because someone can't remember a specific date doesn't mean that they weren't assaulted. And also, last thing, there are plenty of women who don't come out immediately. Some women never come out.
No, I understand
but it doesn't mean that they weren't assaulted.
A huge majority. It's one of the hardest things.
I understand that.
Not like a majority, but a large portion.
But the defense that you're giving, Harry, if you were to give that defense, then she wouldn't have a testimony, because you're saying that she wouldn't remember the assault.
No, that's not true. That is not what dissociative amnesia is.
Said.
Dissociative amnesia typically refers to smaller details of a broader assault. So you might not remember like what you were wearing, what they were wearing, what bedroom you might have been in, what X, Y, and Z you might have been in, what specific date, what month, what year. But it does not wipe out the entirety of the assault, right? So she very much still remembers the assault.
Was she diagnosed with that?
No, she was not diagnosed with dissociative amnesia.
Okay, then stop talking about it. It's irrelevant. And my point is very relevant.
It's not something that you get.
If someone doesn't have that issue,
it's not something that you get diagnosed with.
Absolutely remember it.
Hey, excuse me. It's not something that you get diagnosed with. It's not. It's not something you get.
Jeff. You have
wait. One sec, Chris. It's not something you get diagnosed with. You don't go to it. If you don't stop talking, I'm going to mute you, and I don't want to do that. It's not something you get diagnosed with. It's not something where you go to the doctor and they say, "Well, you're experiencing dissociative amnesia." It's more of a phenomena that can be identified by a psychologist, but it's not something where you get a diagnosis of. It's not like a disease. Numbnuts.
Dude, I'm familiar with that, but what I'm telling you...
No, you are not. You are not. You didn't know what that was until 5 minutes ago. So number one, that your argument of like, oh, it took place X amount of years ago and she couldn't remember what year specifically or whatever month it was, does not mean that it didn't happen. So for that to be your main objection to the case must mean that you must not have a actual objection to the evidence that she presented. So what is your other objection?
That's one objection.
What's another one? Because that one was crap. So what's another one?
The other one was that the judge basically denied about 70% of the objections in the case for the defense, which is abnormal in any trial.
Wait. Any source on that? Any source on that?
Yeah, if you go look at their actual rebuttal and their refile on the case where they're moving up to a higher court, you can see that.
Yeah, and can you give me an actual source on that? Like not like actually like an article or something?
The court doc.
Like, and what court document are you specific? Because there's a lot of court documents associated with the case.
The appeal.
Wait. Actually, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. What you should point to me is an actual objection that the judge approved that was improper. So can you give me an example of an objection that the judge shouldn't have approved?
Oh, come on, dude. Like.
Yeah, because that's obviously it's a better metric because somebody can object a bunch of times, but their objections would be improper. It doesn't mean that
70%,
they're improper.
70%.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that their improper objections are being rejected is a bad thing. So can you give me an example of an objection that was bad?
I'm just telling you that in normal cases, over 70% of objections are not abstained by the judge in any case.
But first of all, where's that number coming from?
Yeah, I'm going to push for a source on that. I'm going to push for a source. No. You got to go find a source. Like you can swipe out of TikTok if you pause for a second, go find a source. I kind of have a feeling you're just making that shit up.
Yeah, I just looked this up. There's literally no source on this.
No, because I'm not confident that you all of a sudden know the ins and outs of like this case, that some very basics you seem to not understand, and also like you just don't have a very good understanding of Trump's history in general. So I really just think you're lying. I mean, how
about we just move on to
no. You kept saying 70%. Just scroll out and find the document, and I'll look it up on my computer.
since we've talked about
no, oh my
No,
God.
no. We're not moving on. We're not moving on.
You
'Cause
actually need to like
you
go.
guys
Yeah, you
just
can't come in
overtalk
here.
everything.
Wait, you can't come in here and then say 70% of the objections were denied by the judge, and then not provide a source, and then say when you're pressed, say, oh, we're just going to move on. So, all right, there was just a notification that came up. So by all means, please, like, what's your source on that? Because this doesn't exist.
So can we talk about your candidate's morality now?
No, we're not done talking about this case. You said that you had
course
plenty
we're
of
not.
objections to the
Because
evidence.
you work for pallet management.
You see, you can't. Here's
hired
that's
by
a
the
logical fallacy
DNC,
right there. You're not even
hired
attacking
by
the
the
contents of my
DNC.
argument.
It's
You're
on
trying to
your
attack the
LinkedIn
character, which
profile.
does nothing to debunk what I'm
And this
arguing.
audience
So by all
should
means,
leave
please
right now,
provide us some
because
evidence
this
for
is
your
a
claim.
funded live.
Dude, you're like
This is
you're
a funded live.
I'm
Dude,
not-
you're like-
and
you're
listen,
like this big.
I want
No, I
to say
just don't
I want
like
to say
fake
this,
people.
brother,
I don't like fake
brother,
people.
real.
Wait. If we're fake, you should be able to debunk us like that.
Why don't
right?
you
And
admit
we have no
it?
idea.
Dude,
Thank you,
real,
Emma, for the description.
you flat out like
Admit your
again
LinkedIn
unless
profile.
you can find a source for this like 70% thing, and the way you keep responding of like we push you and you're like, oh, why don't we move on, and then we're like, wait, hold on, and you're like, no, see, this is what you guys do, you interrupt
Harry,
pallet
just
management,
be
you're crazy,
transparent.
like real again. I'm somebody who has like a like, and I almost, this is like not a really appropriate thing to say, just for the
Chris,
record.
you're like a
because-
mini me.
Can I
Be
speak?
quiet.
Can I speak?
Can you show? Oh my God!
I
dude,
have
this
like
guy.
I have like a fairly like I've been in like I've gone to like a therapist, psychiatrist, like a lot of my life.
You
I've been-
should go back. For
Okay,
real.
so can I finish? I think that like it's really like you are a very classic like just you are like gaslighting and manipulating your way through this conversation. Like the gaslighting is insane. You cannot just say we pushed you for 70% and your immediate thing is you guys are crazy. You interrupt everybody and then pivot to pallet management to make us angry and make it like it's so. I feel for your kids. Like, can you find this 70% number? Because I actually think you might be like just a sociopath. Are you just lying right now?
He literally just made. He
Can
literally
you find
made
that
the number up
dude, if it's
on the
so
spot.
simple, I'm looking for the court document. Just
Chris,
scroll out for one second, brother,
Chris.
please.
Okay, Chris, let me talk. 1992, Leonardo DiCaprio wants his haircut back.
I think you should just kick this guy. I don't really think there's any.
No, I'm not
anything
done with
to
him
do
yet.
here. Like this is so fucking.
I mean,
dumb.
for dude,
and also
how
that's a
old-
good compliment, honestly. If you want to think I look like young Leonardo DiCaprio, shit, bro, that's fine.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's a guy that like girls cite as like one of the most attractive people
Well,
ever.
no,
So I,
Harry,
like,
you have to remember this guy above me. He doesn't have any problems with that, so he doesn't.
I feel like that's like a really good compliment.
That actually is a really good
I
compliment.
don't know. Given the fact, by the way, this you, bro?
Yeah, man.
This you?
That's me.
That's you. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. You look like.
Bro, you can't do that, bro.
I can't.
Do it again.
You're built like
Hey,
he's.
Show it again to the audience.
No, this guy looks like a Wish version of Grant Cardone. Anybody know who that guy looks like? You guys know what that guy looks like? Grant Cardone. The guy looks like he's like a Wish version of Grant Cardone. Like just for the record, like this is the guy. This guy right here is trying to tell you that this sexual assault case is totally rigged, dude. Like this is so fake. This guy right here, bro. This dude. Anyway, please give me another objection to a piece of evidence that E. Jean Carroll presented in the trial.
Oh, bro, I'm not going to spend my time completely talking about Carol.
Can you just okay? How about this? We'll move on.
Can we move on?
We'll move on if you just scroll out for 2 seconds and find us your source on 70%. Link us the document. Just tell me what the title of the court document is. I'll be able to find it really fast.
I will Google it, but can we move on?
No. Just you can scroll out right now.
No, you got to
We can
go
wait.
find it now.
You said it
Gotta
so
find it
many
now.
times. You were so confident. You're like, it's right in
I
the
don't-
court document.
I don't wanna
You
stop the
cited exactly
entertainment.
where
Your
it
audience
is.
is growing.
You cited exactly where it is. You should know this.
Dude, I don't want to stop the vibe. Your audience
Yeah.
is growing.
Oh my God. This guy.
Yeah, dude, this guy's so.
He's a
give us.
Dude,
Okay,
this is crazy.
wait, Jeff. We'll move on if you can answer me one question. Because first of all, your source. Oh, look, here he goes. Is he leaving or is he? Oh no, he's back. Go find the source first.
Busy man.
Go find the source. Jeff. Swipe up and go find the source. All right. Go ahead. Swipe up.
I don't need to
Swipe up. Swipe up. Swipe and then go find the source. Or we'll wait. And while we wait, everybody, Venmo Cash App in the link in bio if you want to support Chris or I. Mine's in my link in bio. Chris is his Venmo is the same as his TikTok username, and his Cash App is the same as his TikTok username. Also, double tap the screen. Let's try to get to 900,000 likes. And while we wait, I think it's only appropriate that we have some music to accompany this. Chris might start freestyling. Look at this guy.
Hey,
Come on now.
Hey. Okay. No, I got it.
Jeff, we can't play the 2 minutes of Jeopardy music, buddy. Come on, you got something for us?
Is that the music you guys play at Palette Management, funded by the DNC?
Oh my God, dude.
Is this the music you guys play at?
Dude, you need to like work on that one.
Not the
This guy practiced it in the mirror last night. He said
he
practiced it in the mirror last night.
I told you I was also signed to it.
Not the wannabe Harry.
That's right.
He practiced the insult in the mirror. It just didn't land. It just wasn't the best. You couldn't get it. Maybe a different tone. Try it again next time. Go ahead. Let's go back to the music. Damn, I got some violins. Are you kidding me? Jeff, Final Jeopardy, buddy. How much did you wager? How much you wager?
Are we really just going to dispute Carol versus Trump?
No, we'll move on. But there's two options here. Either
it's not in Google.
Okay, all right. So that means that it doesn't exist.
No, it's. So let's see.
So Jeff, for your information, there's two options here. We won't just harp on Carol this entire time, but you have two choices. Either one, you find a source and provide evidence for your claim, or two, you admit that you lied, made up the number, and then we move on.
No, I'd actually read it. I'm just trying to find the source.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Truth Social doesn't count.
For the record, you told us that you knew it, where it said it in the court documents. I mean, it should be pretty quick. You should be able to go.
Yeah, you said court documents in particular.
You guys have talked about. You guys have lied in your chat. I mean,
no, you can't. Wait.
No.
I lied, but you guys.
No. Without a source, but you can say that I don't have a source.
We do. Chris and I can provide sources. Chris and I can provide sources for literally everything we say.
You said the price of food has not gone up. The milk has not doubled.
No, I said that your price of groceries have not doubled.
Really?
Really?
I recorded.
So like if you pay you're not paying double what you're paying for your average cookies or cereal. No, you're not.
So how much are they up?
No. We'll talk about that in a second. Please go for it.
No, you don't want to talk about that. But how much are they
up? No, we will.
Up?
We'll talk. I swear to God, we can talk about that in just a second. But by all means,
you want to go back to housing with your
we can go back to housing. We can go back to housing, but you gotta actually.
Let's do that.
No. We're not moving on until either one, you can see that your source doesn't exist and you made up the number, or two, you provide a source.
I can't provide it right now. So
why can't you provide it?
W for Harry in the chat.
So either
W for Harry in the chat.
You're like a 40-year-old man. Please act your age.
Can I ask you a question real quick? What state are you voting in? You don't mind me asking.
Arkansas.
Got it. Okay.
So please, either you provide it. So why can't you find a source?
Because A, I'm not that interested in it, and B, because I don't I mean, it's
Because
just
it
not
doesn't
pulling up.
exist. It
It's not
doesn't
pulling up on
exist.
You know what? You can go read the appeal, guys. Seriously.
Go
You
read
know
the appeal.
this.
Control F and find the 70%
Why can't
number.
you read the appeal and just cite it? Just show us.
You know as well as everyone else in here the number of appeals.
Dude, that
were
is such like
rejected.
it is insane how
You're not even saying anything.
how much of a textbook gaslighter you are. That is like, dude, I could read out of a book how to gaslight someone and I'd fucking do what you do. I know as well as everybody else. You know as well as everybody else that these appeals exist. You're just trying to like appeal to making us feel crazy,
Okay,
bro.
Chris.
You gotta go get some mental health help. Like I hate to
Chris.
say that because it's a dickish thing to say, but like, dude, what are you doing up here?
Chris.
Yeah, wait, I
double
literally
for
just
you on
found.
that point.
Wait. I just did your
Okay,
homework
let's
for
move
you.
on.
I found the appeal. It's 3 pages. And not once do they argue that 70% of their appeals were rejected. I just found your source for you.
Do you want to sit on here and read the appeal?
I can read it to you in its entirety if you'd like.
I don't think anyone cares, to be honest.
Oh, we care.
I don't
And
think
Matt,
anyone
again, and Matt,
cares.
these are like real human beings at
You're just
stake.
trying to get a
this
W
is
for
somebody
all
who
of
is
the
no,
L's you've taken.
Jeff.
Wait,
this is-
everybody, type 1 in the chat if you care. Type 1 in the chat if you care.
Jeff, these are people who. This is somebody who was sexually abused, and this is the Republican nominee who's getting away with it and bragging about it. So it is really important to people's lives. Is it not just like something you can fuck around with?
Type 1 in the chat.
Like, yeah, sure. If it was some like dumb economic policy, we probably would have moved on by now. But like, you can't. You were so hard headed about the 70% number that you just you are so like you just flat out lied about.
Dude, you should come off video and people will take you seriously. Seriously.
Come off what?
He's like you should turn off your camera. People will take you more seriously.
Yeah, because Wish Grant Cardone over here thinks he's on fire. By the way, we got like 2,001s right there, so clearly people care. But again, I just found your appeal for you. I don't know if you still want to go about this like humiliation. You can just say that you made it up. I feel like that's a way easier option. Oh, Jeff, this is really awkward, isn't it? It's really awkward. You came up here, you said that we're all liars and
There's
stuff like
other
that.
things we could talk about, like Trump wanted to give his DNA. And the judge denied the DNA.
No,
there's so many other things we could talk about. You guys just lock in on one little thing.
Jeff. So I'm sorry, buddy. You can't make a claim so confidently, say that you were going to destroy us, and then when we ask you for a source on your claim, you can't then just say, well, there's so many other things we could talk about.
Yeah,
so please, Jeff, source,
we could have
bud.
moved. Like, we can talk about literally any subject. We could have moved on like literally 10 minutes ago if you would just admit that you were wrong.
Yeah.
That's it. Just be like, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Just say I was wrong.
honestly gave you a W just to move on. Like,
Just say, okay, then say you were wrong. Admit that you were wrong about the number and you lied.
I'm not wrong. I read it. I just can't give you the source right
I'm
now.
sorry. We're not moving on yet. Sorry, bud. I know it's a tough
Oh my
situation,
gosh.
but it kind of sucks. But come on.
You're losing entertainment value here for real. Like
Chris and I are not worried about the
management's
entertainment
not gonna
value
be
right now.
happy.
We're not worried. There are plenty of people who are happy watching you be put in this corner.
Harry, why don't
having a
you
great
just be transparent and tell your group that you work for pallet management? Just say it.
I don't. They work for me.
Yeah. So Jeff, if you actually have any
Wait. No, Chris, we can't
Pull
give
up
it to
your
his.
LinkedIn.
We can't.
Pull up
We
your
can't give
LinkedIn.
it. We can't give it to his desire to move on.
No, you can't because I will cook
Jeff,
you.
come on, Jeff.
I will cook you.
Either find your source or admit that you're wrong. Let's go.
Pull up your LinkedIn profile.
I'll do that 100%. Once you provide me with that source, I'll pull up my LinkedIn profile.
Right, you can do that faster. Much faster.
No, Jeff, come on.
You know he made the LinkedIn, right? Like,
I don't think he knows that.
This guy is so goofy.
I don't think this guy is.
He's like, I know, I have 20 years of success in business. Yeah,
So you're
like,
lying?
normally when you have a management company or an agent, you pay them for a service. It's called a service. You ever had someone like mow your lawn?
No. Don't explain it to him yet. We have to keep him in the corner. Jeff,
right,
please,
that's
come
right.
on. Jeff, come on. Find the source, bud.
Are you
Let's go.
lying to your audience on your
Well,
LinkedIn
Jeff, you know what I'm
profile?
going to do? You know what I'm going to do, Jeff? I'm going to mute you, and then just so we can't hear your the voice that sounds like you're scratching on a chalkboard. So we'll leave it there. We'll give you the opportunity to find some evidence. Go for it. Come on. It doesn't mean. Oh, whoa, hold on. It doesn't mean you unmute. You can unmute once you find some evidence, or you're ready to admit that you're wrong. How are you, Chris?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I think I saw think I saw, what's it, Olivia? I think I saw Olivia in the chat.
Really?
Olivia. I think I did. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of...
Good people right there. We love Juliana.
I think Jen wanted to come up when we were talking about the case, but... Look at this guy in the chat. He goes, these guys are seriously bullies. Really? I'm pretty sure this guy came up and called Chris a wannabe Harry and said that, and started going after him first, and then made fun of his haircut. So I'm not sure who the hell you think you are.
And also, like, I think that, like, if you've listened to this conversation, this human being above me is a little bit of a master manipulator and like a little bit narcissistic, insecure. I don't know. And both those things kind of exist the same. Dude, if you go to like the magazine he wrote about himself, quote, "During my career, I have always been complimented for being a great listener." I mean, dude, this is like, lastly, I love to win and hate losing. I mean, if you could, yeah, I would, brother, like, holy shit. I mean, this is, whew.
By the way, Venmo Cash App in the link in bio for me. Chris's Venmo and Cash App is the same as his TikTok username. Make sure to drop a follow if you haven't already. And also follow Chris if you haven't already. We both do lives all the time. It's a fun time. It's a great time. How is everybody in the chat? Everybody good? Because now we have just so much time with this guy just sitting here doing nothing. So how are you guys? Everybody good? Yeah? Kevin, good? Oh, well, I was just about to talk to the chat. Yeah, he comes. Jeff, you have something for us?
Hey, Chris, I appreciate you hyping me up like that. So I can't find the 70%. I can find specific, comments that the Trump team made in response to the judge's objections, but I'd really just rather move on because
judge's objections.
Because I'm sorry for the prosecution objections, but I'd really just move on to what the country cares about right now.
Just to be clear here, well, I think this is a thing a lot of people care about. Just to be clear here, you don't have any evidence for your claim.
Not right now, no.
Which means you're wrong?
I mean, yeah, at this moment, you can say that.
No. Are you just wrong generally? Because if you can't find it, Jeff, if you can't find it after all this time, it just doesn't exist.
Act like an adult. Come on, act like an adult.
I'm sorry, you can't pull the adult card when you insulted Chris's haircut. I mean, please, Jeff, please.
Okay, well, I wasn't wrong about that.
You gave him a terrific compliment. You're right.
But I'll say I'm wrong about the 70% because I can't produce.
Okay, great. Now we can move on. What else do you want to talk about, Jeff? What do you want?
Great. Okay. So my point was that you can continue to tell us what you think you want us to know, but we all know what it was like to be under President Trump, and we know what it's like to be under the Kamala Biden presidency.
I thought you said Kamala Harris didn't do anything and like she's accomplished nothing. So I never understand this PR play.
But you guys keep saying they're the same.
But it makes no sense. I feel like your PR play and like Republicans lately has been like Kamala Harris has done nothing and she's not responsible for anything. And no one even knows like what accomplishment does she have. But then simultaneously you're trying to say that she's done all the bad things and she's Biden. So which is it?
So let's talk
responsible? Let's determine this. Is she responsible or not responsible for the Biden accomplishments? In your opinion? Or is she
I say she owns it all. She owns it all. 100%.
Okay, great.
That sounds fantastic. Yeah, because
great. Yeah, great. So, do you want to talk about her policy? So, her first policy that she announced was that she was going to give health care 100% to illegal immigrants.
That's not what she said.
Google it.
No, give me the exact quote right now. I know exactly what she said. I know exactly what she said.
What did she say?
Well, the burden of proof is on you. You're making the claim. So.
Well, no, you said you know exactly what she said. So
no, I do. So I want you to tell me how she advocated for healthcare for undocumented migrants. Beep boop beep boop. Beep boop beep boop.
Why don't you just fill the dead space with saying what she actually said?
No, I'm okay. I like this. I have the video right in front of me, by the way.
Well, play it. Why?
I just want to see what video you pull up.
Management will probably have to pay for you using that tune.
I don't think you know how copyright works. But no, also I don't know why palette management would pay for that.
Wait. That tune is copyrighted? What were you're just singing like the most?
No, apparently he thinks it's so. I don't think that's what he means. He doesn't know how copywriting works. You can whistle a song.
I wonder
on
who
the
owns the copyright claim to the fucking elevator music. Yeah, please let me know. I didn't know anyone owned that.
I don't also like. Do you think that like you can't sing a song on a live stream? What? Jesus Christ.
So let's just play it.
Okay, cool.
Who is a resident of the United States is entitled to benefits for healthcare services under this act. Not every individual who's a citizen, but every individual who's a resident. So you support giving universal healthcare, Medicare for all, to people who are in this country illegally?
Let me just be very clear about this. I am opposed to any policy that would deny in our country any human being from access to public safety, public education, or public health, period.
So where did she advocate to expanding Medicare to undocumented migrants in that video?
That's not what I said. I said
What did you say then?
I said exactly what she just said. Play it again.
No, that's actually not what you said, because what she's saying here is different than what you were saying. You were saying that she wants to give health care to all undocumented migrants, right?
That's exactly. He specifically asked her, and he said the words illegal. And
Yeah,
she
but wait,
said,
just to be clear here, your claim is that she wants to give health care to all undocumented migrants. That's what you're running with.
Yes.
Okay, because that's not actually not what she advocated for at all.
Dude,
He was
you
said
play it
he
again.
asked
You
her.
act like we're-
Hold on.
you act like
I'm going to
we
explain
don't
it to you,
have
Jeff.
ears.
Jeff, reading
No,
comprehension is.
we don't want to hear from you. Hear from
Listening
Kamala.
comprehension is tough. I
Let's
just
let her
played the video.
talk.
I'm explaining to.
No, you're going to gaslight.
Then if I'm gaslighting, then you should be able to rebuttal just fine. So first of all, she was talking about residents, as Law of the Wild correctly pointed out right there. Number one, residents was the key word. I'm not sure if you heard that. Second of all, she's saying she would not support a policy that deprives anybody of the right to education, the right to safety, and the right to health care. Right? To be not sick, to be free of illness. And then education, that's upheld by a Supreme Court case. The Supreme Court ruled on undocumented migrants in the 1980s, I believe it was, maybe 70s, that undocumented migrants have a right to go to school. And public safety, I think, is pretty self-explanatory, not depriving anybody of safety. So what's the objection there? Let's listen to what she said explicitly. Ready?
Is entitled to benefits for healthcare services under this act. Not every individual who's a citizen, but every individual.
Opposed to any policy that would deny in our country any human being from access to public safety, public education, or public health.
Did you hear that?
He literally, his last word in his question was illegally question mark.
Did you? He was talking about wait. He was talking about a specific bill that used the word resident.
He ends the question with illegally. Dude, you just got to
wait. Hold up. Wait. He's talking about a bill that uses the word. Let's listen to what he says again. Like apparently, listening comprehension is difficult for you. So let's listen to what he said at the very beginning of the clip again. Right.
The bill also says, "quote Every individual who is a resident of the United States."
Oh, the bill says, quote, every individual who's a resident of the United States.
Okay, let me talk, Harry.
Wait. Jeff, I'm sorry. United States, and then she said, I would not support a bill which denies people the right to these things or the ability to get these things. And that's multifaceted, the reason why she would oppose that, because number one, supporting a federal government policy that would block a state like California for example, from providing people health care is not only like very blatantly illegal, but also I think that's very much against basic values and principles and things of that nature that more align with the Democratic Party, like, you know, kind of keeping the federal government away from healthcare decisions, for example. So that's what she's talking about there. But you try to twist it to make it something nefarious, and it's really bad, and you're doing a terrible job of it.
So can I respond?
Now you can respond, yes.
Okay, thanks. So there's two prongs here. So he begins the question talking about a bill. And then he wants to clarify her particular stance on illegal immigrants. And he literally ends the question with, for those who are here illegally, ? And then if you listen, just play her response, because he ends the question with illegally ? And she says, let's be clear. I want it for all. So you are the one that switched.
She did not say that. She literally said almost the exact, in a way, opposite of what you're claiming right now.
I love how you gaslight people. I love it.
Wait. If point to me where Kamala Harris said all. Ready? Point to me where she said all.
Let me just be very clear about this.
No. Back
I'm
it up.
opposed to
Back
any
it up.
policy.
Play his question.
No. You said she said all.
Play his question.
From
Play his
access
question.
to public safety, public education, or public health.
You just said
Play
all.
the
You
question.
said she said all.
She does. Play the question, Harry.
She does not say all. Let's play the
his
question again, because
question.
apparently we have to listen to it 9 times for you to understand.
Individual who is a resident of the United States.
Hold on.
The bill also says, quote, every individual who is a resident of the United States is entitled to benefits for healthcare services under this act. Not every individual who's a citizen, but every individual who's a resident. So you support giving universal healthcare, Medicare for all, to people who are in this country illegally?
Let me just be very clear about this. I am opposed to any policy that would deny in our country any human being from access to public safety, public education, or public health, period.
So she didn't say the word all, and the bill specifically that he quoted, by the way,
Everyone.
says resident.
He says everyone.
She wouldn't support a bill that deprives people of this right. Because then, wait, why would you? Are you telling me that you'd be in favor of a bill that would prevent California from doing something that they want to with their healthcare system?
Grasshopper, I'm so disappointed right now. You should.
Can you answer the question? Are you saying you would support a bill?
No, you cannot.
Wait.
Play a video and then expect your audience to be just oblivious to
Can
the
you answer the question? I'm not.
sorry.
We're not even focusing on. I asked you a question, by the way.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
you're telling
Yeah.
me you would support a bill, which is the opposite of what she just said, a bill that deprives anybody of public safety, public education, and public health.
If they are illegal, yes.
So public safety, the right to be safe in public and in your community.
If they come across the border illegally, they're kids. I mean, obviously, I don't want them hurt. I want them returned. So yes, safety.
So then you would oppose a bill that deprives them of public safety.
Not if it were particularly safety and it had conditions. No.
So you would support that bill that deprives somebody of public safety? Yes or no?
No.
You would not. Okay. What about public education?
If it had conditions.
What about public education?
I would not.
By the way, there's a Supreme Court case that allows undocumented migrants to go to school, by the way.
I'm aware of that, and I'm aware that it exists, and I'm personally against that. But that's just my personal
So
opinion.
you support a bill that makes it illegal for undocumented migrants to go to school?
Yes.
So if a kid is brought here as a young child, they have no idea what they're doing. They're brought here at like 1 year old, and they're here in the United States. You would support. You would not want that kid who came here, not on their own volition, to not be able to receive an education?
Harry, in that particular case, if that child is 1 year old, first of all, they would not be going to public education. Second of all, I would
When they grow up, yes, they would be.
Well, yes, but I would have our resources trying to relocate him or her to their family, not worried about
I'm saying
education.
they came with their. Oh my God! I'm saying they came with their family. They came with their family to the United States as a young child, and they would be a DACA, they'd be a dreamer, right? You're saying that you would not want that person to be able to receive an education just because their parents brought them here when they were young?
If they're illegal and their parents are here illegally, no, I don't support that.
You would not support them getting an education.
If you're illegal in any country in the world, you do not receive benefits. How is that? How is that a shock?
Wait. Education's not a
Have you tried to cross the board? Oh, it's
Education's
not?
Yeah. In the term that we use in the United States is like benefit. That's
Okay,
not a
well, I
benefit.
pay taxes for education, so I happen to think it is a benefit for those who receive it.
Really?
because
Are the roads you drive on a benefit?
A benefit
is that a social
is something
program?
that someone is paying for in order for you to receive.
Hold on. Are the roads you drive on now benefits as well? Is everything your other police
Absolutely,
benefits?
because people are paying for me to drive on those roads.
Wow. Then the term benefits for social programs just got a lot bigger. So apparently roads, firefighters, police officers, all these different things are benefits. You're expanding this definition just to deprive undocumented children of receiving an education. How about you just go ahead with the law, which, by the way, the law, the Constitution that we all follow, protects their right to get an education. So you're anti-Constitution as well?
No, I follow the Constitution. If that's what it says, then I follow that.
Okay,
I have no
great.
problem with that.
Well, we have a Supreme Court case on this, and the Supreme Court
I'm
case ruled that the
against it.
Constitution protects their right to an education.
I'm against it, but I am aware of the Supreme Court ruling. Yes.
Amazing. So you want to be in line with the law. So you would support an undocumented migrant's right to be able to get an education, which is protected by the Constitution of the United States.
I don't personally support it, but
not what I'm asking.
I realize that it is a right under the Constitution. Yes.
Okay, amazing. So then public health. Let's just say a migrant is attacked, an undocumented migrant is attacked. You would support a bill that would deprive them the right of going to the hospital to be operated on, depending on how severe the attack is.
See, Harry, this is what gets me really cringy about Democrats is you always go to the fringe. You never go to the 95%, the majority. You always
Harry, from the bottom of my heart.
from the majority of cases, that's not what we're talking about here.
Hold on, I'm asking. Wait.
Harry, I genuinely think this is the worst, most disingenuous person you've ever debated on the.
It's ridiculous. It's just insane. So in that instance, though, an undocumented migrant is attacked. You would support a policy that deprives them the ability to go to the hospital. So you'd rather let them die on the sidewalk than being brought to a hospital in an ambulance to get the necessary surgery that they might need.
That's not what I'm saying.
So you would support the ability to get for them to get health care.
Kamala is saying either, and that's important.
Hold on.
Important.
Wait.
He's
I'm
not
just asking you in the
talking about
context.
an emergency
I'm asking you in the context of what we're talking about here. So you
He's
would
not
support.
talking about an emergency at the border, Harry, and you know that.
I'm not talking about the emergency. I'm not talking about the emergency at the border. I'm asking you
I'm not
simply: an
either.
undocumented migrant is attacked.
At the
Would
border.
you support their ability? No, not at the border. Let's just say like Philly. Let's just say Philadelphia, right?
They shouldn't be in Philly.
Wait. Aside from your view on migration, right? We're talking about a very specific instance of that's actually quite irrelevant from immigration. We're talking about what their rights are and their abilities here are in the United States. So I'm asking you, an undocumented migrant is attacked on the streets of Philly. Do you think that they should not have the ability to go to a hospital?
So, Harry, the fact is, the hospital has an obligation to treat anyone who comes into that emergency room. So, no, I don't support that. Of course they would be treated in that instance because they don't.
Shit.
So I'm so
Chris,
glad that we went through each and every one of those things to show you that you
over-talking
agree.
me. Let me finish my sentence.
Never anything of substance. I don't know. Go ahead.
It's been plenty of substance here to the tune of like 1.60 on my view here.
Okay. That's
Okay.
you don't.
Well, it's the highest of the night so far. So, all right.
Because you've been here the most amount of time. But anyway.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Harry. So, in that instance, the hospital staff doesn't know. They're treating an emergency situation. That's not what we're talking about, and that's not what Kamala was talking about. She's talking about my taxpayers going to illegal immigrants for general health care, and I do not support that. And if you have a problem with that, that's fine. Let's debate that, not an emergency situation.
Wait, I'm just asking you about emergency situation in particular because it shows.
Well, why don't you go back to general health care? Do you support
we
that?
can bring it back. We can bring it back to general health care.
Do you support that?
We can bring it back to general health care, but I'm just pointing out that the conversation that Kamala Harris was having with Jake Tapper is vague enough